Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to a video. We're here with a very special release, Son Goku Ultra Instinct Toyotarou edition. Man, I know a lot of people have been hyped for this release. A lot of, obviously super fans dig this form. Obviously we had the anime version, I guess it'd be the simplest to call it, way back when, what's it, about 3 years ago now, I guess. So this is basically a re-release of that with updated heads based on the art, well, from the manga from Toyotarou sensei. So a little bit different there. And we have full body weaving, which I think the original should have had. So it's amazing to see that on this release. Now you may be wondering, why is this box so big compared to normal? Well, that is because this also comes with a book, which in itself is awesome. To be honest, I bought this mainly for the book than the figure, since obviously I'm not a big super fan, but I am digging the body on this. Now this actually slots into the box with this, though it is a little bit hard to put it back in, so I've left it out for now. On the back we have the cover of the book, so that matches up well. On the side we have images showcasing the figure, and we have a lovely gold embossing, so nice. This box is super clean. So let me just move this off to the side for one moment and we can take a look at the book very quickly. So this is, they call it a book in Japan. It's essentially an encyclopedia or guide to the line over the last 15 years, highlighting every figure up until, well, it says at the back, but information is current as of August 21st, 2023. I think the latest releases, the upcoming Super Saiyan Son Gohan, Mecha Frieza is in here as well. Even the America exclusive, Walmart, Target, Kaioken Goku. So it gives you the product images, price, and the release date as well. So that is really cool. And then more importantly, I guess, or I guess the part that's more interesting, is there is a interview, a breakdown of the flow of making, the time it takes, like 14 months before they decide on the concept, 9 months before the release they do the colour photos and so forth. And then there's an interview with a current lead, which is awesome. And I guess there's a cool commentary about abandoned projects or ones that they're working on that didn't quite work out, and that is a floating Trunks time machine. You know how there's that boom a few years ago using the magnets in the base and then in the item they were like levitate? So I guess they were trying to do that with a time machine to recreate the scene where he takes off. Apparently they haven't given up, but they couldn't quite get it to work how they wanted at the time, so I guess it's shelved for now, but that would be cool, right? But yeah, really cool to flip through. I'm looking forward to sitting down on the couch later and having a good read. But for now, let's take the figure, pop it out of this box, and we can check out the inner box. So inside the cool outer packaging, we have a standard figure release. Again, nice silver text, the same art from the bigger packaging on the front of this as well, and then the standard usual packaging design with the selection of images on the back showcasing the figure. So overall pretty standard there. So let's just jump straight in, pop him out of this, and we can check out what he does come with. So Goku's in the center. I haven't even taken off all the plastic yet. I only had a quick look this morning, so this will be my first real good close-up look of everything for this release. Now for faces, he's got the kind of mouth shut, stern look, windswept hair with a full-on shouting face, which is awesome. Eyes closed, what's that, teeth gritting, looking straight. And then this one has the same kind of neutral, upset look as the face here, but his eyes are looking off to the left instead. So pretty similar in that regard. And then for the hands, we've got the usual spread fingers, martial arts grips as well. So pretty good overall for that. The one difference compared to the original release is no Kamehameha effect. I wish he came with one. Love that effect. It's always good to get more, but I guess the trade-off is we get the windswept hair, which is cool. I'm glad Tamashi's finally starting to give us those. I guess we're looking forward to a Super Saiyan one now, which I believe, actually, the recent effect set for full power Son Goku, I believe that's windswept, right? Need to double check that later, but it'd be cool to get more regardless going forward in the future releases. So pretty cool to see one coming with a figure now. So yeah, let's pop them out and we can check out the overall finish. Now as Goku swings around on the turntable, check out that weathering, I love it. It gives so much more depth and detail to the release, so really good to see that on this figure. I wish we had it on the Legendary Super Saiyan one, right? I think shirtless figures really need that extra weathering to make them pop, which this figure definitely does do. Also coming into the orange and blue, you know, I'm in awe. I love the colours on this figure. I guess for me personally, I wish it was a Super Saiyan head instead, but I'm loving a bit more of the softer colours on the pants. I feel the blue is really vibrant and pops opposed to darker colours on, say, the full power. It's kind of a bit more similar to that of the event exclusive Goku. So we have it in other figures, but I feel like the gi colour is slightly different again, but we will have a bit of a comparison later in the video. The hair is nice and metallic-y. I think it's kind of similar to the original. Unfortunately, I sold my one quite a while ago, so I don't have it for a comparison, so I do apologise there. But hopefully 86 reviews. He's got this figure as well. I'm sure he'll be doing a comparison with, I'm pretty sure he has the original as well, so hopefully he will have a comparison if that is what you are after for the hair. But I'm loving the flow of hair though. It's just sweeping up and over and down, looks so good. The side doesn't really look too bald. I think that was the issue with the first one for me. It looked like a massive bald spot on the side. So the way the hair is flowing, this one it's looking really good. So yeah, finish on this figure, can't fault it, it's looking good. So let's just jump straight into the articulation now. So if you have a 2.0 Goku or the original release, I mean basically what we're about to see now shouldn't be any surprise. It's all pretty standard. He can look down a little bit, he can look up not so much. It's definitely a lot more limited in the back range, but he can at least look down, which this version of Goku is kind of known for, right, with his eyes closed. Arm movement is nice, up and over. Got the minimal butterfly joint, but due to those bulging biceps and pecs, can't really cross over, so articulation is definitely limited there, and I think this is really highlighting how good the recent legendary Super Saiyan Goku figure is. So if you haven't seen that review, I highly recommend checking it out because he is an amazing figure. Yeah, anyway, the elbow joint is pretty limited. Man, yeah, after playing with newer figures, it definitely highlights, you know, kind of how limited these older releases are. Going forward, not, yeah, combined with the upper and lower, you can get forward about 10 mil, going back a couple of mil, nothing major, but the angle motion is nice at least. Can swivel without too much issue. We have the upper thigh swivel. Can't really do a split, just a little bit. Going forward is okay, going back is nice. The knee joint's pretty good, and then basic motion for the ankle and then toe tip. So yeah, overall, I mean, if you have any of the other 2.0 Goku figures, especially the original release of this, it's exactly the same from what I can tell. And man, after playing with the recent release, I can't believe how limited the articulation is. I mean, obviously these are still a lot of fun to play with and to pose, and you can get some amazing poses out of them. But yeah, it definitely highlights how much they have advanced in recent years, you know, from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku to the Legendary Super Saiyan, and then when you also compare with like the Jutsu Kaisen line, Naruto and so forth. So looking forward to getting more updated body types for the Dragon Ball line, especially with Goku, Vegeta and all the others. So yeah, that is it for the articulation. We can get a close look at all the faceplates before we have a look at a bit of a size comparison or a Goku lineup, and then we'll try to switch some heads around as well. So the base face is super crisp and clean. It has, I feel like, a lot more sculpting in the face to give it curves, a bit more slender look as well. And I think it does match up with the manga look really well. Yeah, definitely looks quite angry, and that little bit frown is nice. And to change the faceplates, we just pop the front bangs off, and that will give us access to the faceplate, which we can then slot off. So the next faceplate is the eyes closed. This one's looking really nice. I like the subtle curvature of his eyes there, and yeah, it looks like he's sleeping, or doing his, I don't know what is it even called as a move when he does this. If it has a specific name, let me know in the comments below. But I think he's kind of like waiting for the attacks to come and then dodge them, right? Next up is that very fierce face. I love this. I want to see a Super Saiyan version of this one, when he's fighting Frieza, when he is actually angry, which is quite rare for Goku to get that annoyed, right? So seeing this one is really cool. The extra line, the details, the nose, even the sculpting of the mouth is looking really good. I feel like the proportions is nice. One thing I do want to highlight that I've noticed on each face plate so far is you do get a little bit of a gap underneath the bangs and where the faceplate reaches up. So, I mean, you can push it on as tight as you can, but there will be a subtle line there depending on the angle you look at. Actually, just while I have the bangs, I also want to point out we also have the sculpting for the veins there, so that is really cool. So extra detail which kind of gets hidden by the hair, but it is there, and it does look really cool. Next up is that side look, and yeah, really digging this one actually. I love the options for having the side looking face as opposed to always being direct, and the extra lines underneath the eyes are nice. It does add a little bit extra detail and draws the attention towards that left eye, and looking off to the side, kind of all annoyed, and he's about to go kick some ass. And then finally we have that windswept here with that extreme face shouting. It has a nice big V there. You see the eyebrows coming out with the sculpting lines. The wavy hair just flowing off to the back is amazing. I so want a Super Saiyan or a base hair version of this opposed to the silver, because this is awesome. I definitely want more of this. Let me know in the comments below what you think as well about this style here, and if you want more as well. And yeah, which one would you want? No, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, 3 even? Man, big bushy wavy Super Saiyan 3 head would be amazing. Yeah, so definitely awesome. I hope we see more soon. Okay, so it's got him in a very basic Kamehameha pose just to show off that windy hair. It is so cool. Imagine the blast coming out, all the ki flowing, making his hair wave, going behind him. That is so cool. Yeah, definitely looking really sweet. So let's switch over some faceplates and check him out in a couple of other poses before we do a lineup with other Goku releases. So another thing which is awesome is that the faceplates are interchangeable between the windswept and the base here as well. So this is the left looking faceplate, currently with the windswept here, and this is awesome. This is an even better mashup, I reckon. I just can't get over how cool that windswept hair is. I wonder if there's a way to paint it gold. Ooh, yeah, if anyone has a good way to repaint hair, let me know. I'm definitely keen to maybe do that actually, because I'd love to see this as Super Saiyan hair instead. So we have a little bit of a Goku lineup here with the new release in the center with those eyes closed face on. We've got the event exclusive Super Saiyan God Goku, the event exclusive Ultra, the other version of this, I'm not sure, whatever it's called, Moon? Anyway, and then with a full power Goku for another look at the different designs of Goku with the different style gi, with the symbol, without symbol, and all the different colouring that we have, and it really shows how much softer the colouring of this new release is, and I guess it really does lend more towards the manga colouring, right, which is a lot more of a softer pastel colour. Now, I definitely love the blue on the boots. When I see this, I absolutely love it, and I would love to see a Super Saiyan version with that colouring. I think it looked really nice. The orangey yellow of the pants really reminds me of the earlier releases. I think probably the first Goku actually, which had that manga colouring. Well, it's kind of a mix between manga and anime, right? So definitely looking really nice and soft there. But yeah, let's pop off some heads and see what we can do with these different bodies. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So this is the full power Goku head on the new body. And as you can see, the head is up really high. And this is the event exclusive Super Saiyan God Goku with the hair on, and it's sitting really low. So Actually a bit of a difference in the design for the heads underneath, and I believe the size of the neck pegs as well. Or sorry, not neck pegs, the joints. So once we take it off, we can see the underside from the new head has a lot bigger socket there for the peg, which is really nice for changing. And when we look at the necks, we can see the design is actually quite different. It's I didn't notice it earlier, so I do apologise, but it's a bit more of a chunky design. Starts off, it comes up to a more slender design with a peg at the back part of it, so that will allow the head to fit on and then line up correctly. Whereas when we put one of the new heads on the older figures, they sit forward a lot further. Now, it means we can't switch these heads around easily with the body, but we can at least take the heads from the new one and place it on older figures. You can kind of just stick it on maybe with some blue tack or it'll sit there. It doesn't look too bad, but unfortunately going the other way around definitely does look weird. So if I pop this one here off again, take the head, it doesn't really line up and looks like he's got a giant head there. It just looks very long neck and very weird. Now obviously the skin tones for this one don't match up anyway, but there's definitely a bit of a unique design and there is a difference. So I'm wondering, I don't have an original compare, maybe the whole upper body area is different. So if anyone does have the original, let me know actually, or if you see someone else doing a comparison. I'm definitely keen to see. I've got a feeling maybe the whole chest area of this figure is actually brand new, or it could just be that neck joint. So unfortunately, head swaps not really possible per se with this body, but you can at least use the head on other bodies. It won't fit on properly or quite correctly, but you know, with a little bit of blue tack or playing around, or if it's just for one photo, you can probably get into the right pose and the right angle and it will still look good. So let's switch over to the pros and cons for this release. Pro number one, windswept hair is amazing. What should I say? Pro number one is actually the book. This book is awesome. It's going to be a really cool coffee table book to flip through, check out the releases, and maybe look at some of those older figures that we haven't picked up already that we may want to. So anyway, so yeah, with the set, the fact we get the book is amazing, and then for the figure wise, that windswept hair along with the base hair is great. The fact that the faces are interchangeable, so much more options for playability. The weathering, the shading on the body, you know, chef's kiss right there, looks amazing. I'm digging the softer pastel colors, especially the bit more of a vibrant blue on the pants. Articulation, I mean, is that a con these days, or is it just what we expect from this body since it's older? When compared to the new Legendary Super Saiyan, definitely is a con, but I won't really hold it against this figure due to it being a product of its time. What else can I really say? I guess the only other con would be no Kamehameha effect, which we did have with the original release. That was cool. One thing I do want to point out, which is both a pro and a con depending how you look at it. For me, who doesn't really do head swaps that much, I think the new design is a pro. It makes it easy to pop on and off. I think it's probably a bit more user friendly or new collector friendly, since there's going to be a lower chance of breaking a neck peg when trying to switch the heads on and off. So this is definitely a pro for me. I like this change of design. I'd like to see it on future releases as well, which come with multiple heads. Now obviously the downside to this is, you know, head swaps with other figures aren't really possible due to the fact being the peg in a different location and different design and all of that. But yeah, at least for me it's not really a big con. I'll bring over the other Gokus and Vegeta here. So this is the 15th anniversary of Vegeta that's came out. I do have a review for him as well. If you haven't checked it out, please go have a watch if you are interested in seeing what he is like. So I don't have many super figures myself. I generally purge them out the following year that they release, but I have kept obviously exclusive and yeah, a couple of figures here and there that I do like. So even if you're not a super fan, I think this is still a cool release, mainly for the book. This is the big pro for non-super fans, is you get the book and the figure is kind of like a bonus. For people that love Dragonballsuper, love this form, then obviously he's the main drawer, and then this is the bonus. So I think overall a fun release no matter where your interests lie. And yeah, it's just going to be a fun addition to the shelf and display with that windswept here. Obviously, if that was Super Saiyan, oh, that would be so nice. I hope we do get that one day. So yeah, fingers crossed for that one. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I think that's basically it for this review. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers!